On Saturday night, December the 27th, Championship Wrestling will once again return to Baltimore at the Baltimore Civic Center on this special holiday wrestling card of Saturday, December 27. We'll take a look for the very first time at a most unusual athlete indeed, a mammoth proportion individual of extraordinary talents as well, making reference to Killer Khan as Killer Khan squares off against Quick Draw Rick McGraw. In addition to that match and many other great ones on the card on the 27th of December, we are pleased to present the Battle of the Super Giants, in which Andre the Giant will square off against the one man in pro wrestling coming close to equaling him in size as well as wrestling skill, making reference to Fred Blassie's Hulk Hogan. But then from there on Saturday, December 27, undoubtedly a classic matchup. It took some 10 months to once again present this extraordinary match, the return match that finally has been signed, with Bruno Sammartino squaring off against strongman Ken Patera. Our guest at the moment will be Captain Louis Albano. Mr. Albano?
Well, I'm merely here as a technical advisor for Freddie Blassie, representing Mr. Blassie while he's on world tour, talking about Hulk Hogan against Andre the Giant. Well, I'm going to say that, to comment, it's got to be the match of the century. As you know, Andre the Giant is undefeated. The man stands 7'4" and weighs some 486 pounds. Now, when you're up against Hulk Hogan, he's also 6'7" and a half. Is a very, very powerful man, perhaps even stronger than Andre as far as weightlifting is concerned. And then that way, Andre has more or less natural strength. The Hulk also weighs some 327 pounds. I believe this is going to be the Battle of the Giants because I don't think there's anyone the size of the Hulk that can be put up against Andre. Now, as I do know that Andre is undefeated, but I'm going to stake my money. I believe that Andre will be a little bit vulnerable. He'll be a little bit open, and I think that at a given time, any man can be beaten. And I believe that the Hulk is ready. He has the power, he has the strength, and he does possess the size. So I'm going to lay my cards on the table, and I'm going to call Hulk Hogan a winner. You're making me fuffy, you bum! Making me fuffy!
Lou Albano, perhaps a little confused as far as his commentary is concerned. Our guest now, wrestling's living legend, Bruno Sammartino, returning to Baltimore, and it's a belated Christmas present just before the New Year's, but what a way to start the New Year off right, Bruno. An unbelievable test as it relates to you as well as Ken Patera.
Well, that's true, Vince. There's no question about it. It's going to be a great test, as always, when you meet the likes of Patera. But I really resent very, very strongly that Patera and his manager, the Grand Wizard, have been saying that since I fought Patera, February 23rd, in fact it was, which has been a long time, not 10 months or whatever, that they have been trying to get me in a return bout, but I keep making excuses and keep running away from it. And that is a rotten line. I resent it very strongly because that very night, I talked to Commissioner Sullivan and asked if whatever he could do about getting a return bout, because I was very dissatisfied. The bout was considered a draw. Patera went outside the ring, and I believe he was out of gas. I feel in my heart that he was tired. And what he did was, when he tried to come into the ring, he hooked my leg. He took me out because he knew that would make automatically would end the bout. Well, I want to tell you something, Patera and the Grand Wizard. You're both liars, and telling the people in Baltimore that I've been refusing this bout for all these months. The fans in Baltimore have known me for a lot more years than they know you, and they know that I've never done that before. But Vince, the heck with all this shouting and screaming. The facts are that we are going to be there on the 27th. The bout has been signed. There's no way out. And this time we're going to battle it out till we prove to all the Baltimore fans who the better man is. And Vince, I'll tell you what, I know it's going to be a war. It's going to be a battle because Patera's as tough a man as you're going to find in the world today. But I'll tell you what, I have all the confidence in the world. The way I feel, the condition that I'm in, and all those fans over there behind me, I don't feel that I can lose.
Thank you very much. Very confident Bruno Sammartino, looking forward to his upcoming rematch with Ken Patera, who incidentally is our guest, coming into view in a moment, along with his manager, the Grand Wizard, and Ken Patera. It did take a while to sign this rematch, didn't it?
How long did it take?
About 10 months, is it?
10 months, Bruno! You were backpedaling, I had you in the corner, your back was up against the wall, and what'd you say? Well, I'm going to wrestle so-and-so, so-and-so, I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to take that guy. Oh, what was wrong with Ken Patera? You were fighting lesser opponents up until now. So, Bruno, you had nowhere else to go, baby. You want a big payday? Well, you're going to get one. You're going to get a big fat payroll check, and you're going to get a big broken neck. That's what you're going to be celebrating New Year's Eve with.
Ken Patera.